Hello everybody, this is a Lamley showcase. I don't know about you, but I could not be more excited to finally be showcasing Hot Wheels car culture thrill climbers. The latest set is out. It is phenomenal. Thrill climbers probably is an easy theme to think of if you need some help. It's all about rally. It's all about cars that can go up hills and go up hills very, very fast. We have some icons, Audi and Porsche, and we have some new models, incredible new models, including a Pikes Peak record holder and two rally legends that we are going to open up and check out. Oh, this is super exciting. I have been waiting for this set. We've known about it for a while. When Jimmy Lou from Hot Wheels teased it last year at the Hot Wheels convention in October, he showed us that this was happening, he showed us that this was happening, he showed us that this was happening, and then we started getting more and more hints. Then leaks came out, then we've seen some other showcases, but now it is my turn to open these up. This case with this set came from my friends at Mattel. They were able to send this to me, so I'm able to showcase it for you, but be prepared. It is hitting stores right now. It is hitting hobby dealers like Wheel Collectors right now. In fact, they have it, and I've put a link down below. You can buy the set for, I think, like 30 bucks, or you can buy the cars individually. Get the set. It's a better deal. All right, we could go in numerical order, but I am not going to. I'm going to save the new models for last, but I always do, and so does car culture. If there's a new casting, it is always the last model of the set, right? The number 5 of 5. But the thing that's interesting about this set is instead of one new casting, it's 3. That's what, I think there was a Fast and Furious set that had 4, but other than that, you don't see that in car culture. And considering, I think the Hot Wheels folks knew they had something real special with this set. That's why they would invest this much development into 3 new rally castings for the same set. They knew we were going to gobble this up. So we're going to save those for last. We're going to go into the first 2, but instead of starting with number 1, I actually want to start with this one. Number 2 of 5 is the Porsche 934.5. Let's get through the artwork and the card real quickly. Julian Coyles, of course, as always, does the artwork here. You want to see the back? There you go. You want to see that? There you go. There's the logo, which they've started to move to the back instead of the front. It is Thrill Climbers. Very, very cool. Porsche 934.5. There is the art. Why am I starting with this one? Because this is a very significant model. Maybe we haven't noticed because the set just came out, but I'll draw your attention to the deco on this beautiful white Porsche with the white rims, which I absolutely dig. It's on the door, number 77, but it's that Luftgekühlt right there in front of it. Now, I say that, those of you who are Porsche nerds know, that's the name of a very, very cool car show that's been held here in the United States. It's also the German word for air-cooled, which is significant, but that's obviously why they named this show what they did. I've seen it on, a Hollywood studio. We've seen it in a lumber yard. They put incredibly cool air-cooled Porsches from all walks, from the most legendary racing cars to the most beautiful and simple of the street cars, and they park them in all kinds of cool strategic places. It makes for quite the experience. I wish one day I'm going to go for sure. It's a little bit different than your standard car show of cars on grass or whatever else. It's just a really cool stylized car show that celebrates air-cooled cars. And if you're seeing that logo here, it's obvious that Hot Wheels and Luftgekühlt have joined up, have formed a partnership. I was made aware of this by Hot Wheels designer Dima. He's the one who told me about this, and they were very, very excited because this particular model was going to be unveiled at this year's event. But like every car event in 2020, COVID-19 happened, like every event, right? With everything. And so this year's event was sadly canceled. This model was never unveiled at the event, obviously, but now it is here as part of the Thrill Climbers set. So I don't know what the future of this partnership is. I'm excited about it. It would have been very, very cool to see this unveiled at the Luftgekühlt event. But alas, it didn't happen. But here we have it, celebrating that event and a very, very cool Porsche. Let's open this thing up. We're going to be looking at some iconic liveries or tribute liveries on these models. This one, I'm assuming it's probably a tribute. I'd have to go back and look at all of the 934.5s and all of the racing Porsches, but you can tell based on the simple colors, based on the way the 77 is formulated on the door and on the hood, that this is very much a throwback style livery, and it's absolutely gorgeous. This model, I think everything, not only 3 new castings, but the 934.5 and the Audi are first time premium, so die cast metal chassis. So everything really is new about this set, which is super, super cool. All right, let's park this guy right here. The Luftgekocht 934.5. Make sure you get that one. And let's move on to this one. It is the Audi Sport Quattro. There is Julian's art. You can look, if you look at Julian's art, you can see he's gone with kind of a photography style almost. That looks like, the car's racing forward. It's absolutely cool. We should just open it up now that we've seen the art, and let's talk about the model. Oh, it's so exciting to be opening these up, and here it is. The Sport Quattro obviously debuted in the basic range, a couple years ago? It's Super Treasure Hunt this year, and now premium. You can see this is the Rally, I'm trying to remember what the name of this particular, the Castrol Michelin, and I think this is more of a tribute to that deco, to that racing livery. Legendary, of course. Matchbox, I think, did this model right back in the day on their own casting, or something similar to it. Now Hot Wheels has done it. Super detailed. I don't know what else to say about this. It's just I'm looking at it for the first time in person, just like you are, and I think it is absolutely fabulous. So even with those 2, we've got ourselves a winner, right? But now we have 3 new castings to look at, and where do you go? Let's start with this one. This is number 5 of 5. Because these are the classics, I'm going to go with the Volkswagen Idr next. Here's the art. Volkswagen Idr is known, it's an electric car. It is obviously the most current compared to these other 4. Maybe seems like a bit of a fish out of water, but when you're talking about hill climbers, this is the ultimate. This is the record breaker. This is what Volkswagen created to go up hills, and it blew away the Pikes Peak record on its way up the hill, and it is super cool. What a cool, unique casting from Hot Wheels. This is, I think, the livery that they used for that Pikes Peak race, and here we go. Let's open it up. This thing is flat and low and has a massive spoiler. Okay, this is cool. First thing, before you even put it on the turntable, the first thing I notice is this chin spoiler. It's way detailed on the bottom too. I don't know if it's supposed to kind of replicate kind of carbon fiber or something like that, but you can see this kind of rough metal that's very different from what we're used to, and then that is incorporated into the sides as well. That's all metal on the bottom. The spoiler is plastic. Now we'll take a look at it, but it's attached not only in the middle, but it's attached on the sides as well, which makes it very secure. I wonder if the real car is supposed to have that, but it makes it so this thing's not bending around. I think there's been issues right with the Mazda 787B. This spoiler is straight, and that's actually really nice. So whether it's attached in real life or not, I'd have to go look at the pictures. But this thing is really cool. The other thing I'll note is that it almost looks like the headlights are not painted, but that's how the real car looks, is just having it straight white with the IDR logo on the front, and of course the number 94 on the top. This thing is fantastic. I believe this roof part might be plastic too, from what I can tell. All right, I'm gonna park this one right there, and let's go to these other 2. Now, I'm gonna save that last one for the middle. I'm having a little bit of debate with this one, because this is the Lancia 037. Let's get so you can see it. There it is. Number 4 of 5. In a Martini tribute. We'll call it that. A Martini tribute deco. And this one, when this was leaked, the art showed an error, right? And it's still there. Now, from what I've understood, I looked at Wheel Collector's shipment of their Thrill Climbers, and this correction has been made, and the folks at Mattel told me that this correction was going to be made too. So I was surprised at the samples that they sent me to see this Lancia error. You know, errors happen. That's why they look at these models. They test these models, make sure that they're safe, make sure that the art is right. And when you see a mistake, you correct it, right? Well, this one looks like a few have gotten out. I was talking to Matt over at Wheel Collectors. He's like, "Don't open it. Keep it sealed. It might be kind of cool to have a carded error like this, especially if it's gonna be rare." I don't know if it's gonna be rare. This car is so cool, and I could showcase it in the blister, but I'm not gonna. This is my job, is to open these up. This is the Lancia with a Lancia card. I will save the card, but we're going to do what I was asked to do with these sets, and we're going to check this out. I'm going to save this card, but I'm going to showcase the correct model, the Lancia Racing 037, and I am so glad I opened it up. Check this thing out. I wanted to open this one up and the RS200 and put them together because I don't know which of these two is going to be my favorite from the set, and I imagine that many of you are going to go through the same debate, because look at it. Obviously, it's not in perfect martini livery. I don't think they can do that, but everything else is just beautiful. Mark Jones designed these. Obviously, Steve, they call him Hot Wheels Van, or Steve Vandervaart, did the deco for these, and all of them are clean. This one is fantastic with the Bilstein logos, Pirelli, and even if you look on the back, you see the Pirelli logo on the back. Check out the exposed rear, the mid-engine. In fact, I'll show you that right there so you can see all the details in the back there. They've repurposed those outdoor, or these off-road rims to make it look perfect in the rally style. Just a super, super cool, highly, highly detailed model that we will see soon again. I'm excited to, when that comes out, when the second version of this one comes out. But this one, I don't know how you're going to top this tribute model. It is stunning. All right, we got one more. One more to look at. Like I said, I don't know which one I'm going to like the best. Look at that cool card art. It is the Ford RS200. It is not only the debut of the casting, it's another one that used to be a Matchbox, right? Matchbox used to do these rally styles back in the 80s. But this one is also the debut of the new 5-spoke Reel Rider, which is going to have a very welcome and rich life moving forward, because this is a most welcome rim. We'll take a close look at it. Here is Julian's art. Let's just go ahead and open this one up. Oh wow, I love this. I love white cars with gold rims. I also like white cars with black rims. I like white cars with any color rims, but this one obviously has the Ford. I would say, I don't know if this is I'd have to go and look at the details if this is more of a tribute livery. But obviously the striping is correct, everything else Pirelli on the top, Ford on the top, Ford logo. And those 5-spoke low profile rims, obviously they look cool on this classic rally car, but they're going to look cool on so many modern cars. I'll say I've seen some things that are coming out, and we're going to see these wheels on some cars that begin with supercars, things like that. We're going to see these on there, and they look so good, and they are most welcome. The low profile 5-spoke open style rim. Man, which one do you like better, the Lancia or the RS200? I have no idea. I'm just happy to have both, right? There's no reason to like one better than the other. That is a stunner. All right, there you go. The 5 models from Hot Wheels Thrill Climbers. This one is a stunning set. I would imagine, as I'm looking over to the side wall at my car culture collection, we've got some in the background. I don't think that this particular set, Thrill Climbers, can be topped. This may be the best 5-car set that has happened in car culture so far, in my opinion. You guys can tell me what you think, and that's something to be said, considering there really has not been a dud in the bunch since Car Culture was released a few years ago. All right, guys, you guys tell me what you think. It is time for me to get this set in my new Carney display backdrop. I got to push everything down, and this one goes into the top row. Some days you'll see it in the background, some days you won't. But that's what happens. That's what the new display is for. I am digging it. You guys tell me what you think. Bye.